Hi there, folks. Thomas Greenman, president of Skurla's Point of Sale Solutions. Back again, following up on the previous video about blank slate marketing. So, in that previous video, what we had tasked AI Gemini to do was create a kind of concept for video. So, some of the things that we were looking at in that previous video was like, hey, we need a video. How do we get there? And so, through a couple prompts and a little bit back and forth and some personalization, Gemini got us to a really great script that had us put together um, essentially what became the script and the framework and the resources and everything we needed to do to create that video clip. And so that video clip was called "The Legacy of Trust." And so what I've done from there is I took all that information that AI gave me, and I went and grabbed those clips in my resource that I use, which is artlist.io. I put those into my favorite video editor, which is DaVinci Resolve, and I created a video for that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the next evolution step, if you will, in that blank slate. We're going to upload that video into Gemini, and we're going to have it analyze it and give us some thoughts and some other things relating to optimization in YouTube. So as you can see my screen, I have got my YouTuber gem already prepped and ready to go. This gem is essentially a persona that's bolted into the AI Gemini part that is the YouTuber personality that I want. And so the way I talk with it, the way it interacts with me is exactly what I'm looking for. And it knows what I'm looking for in the world of YouTube. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So I'm going to take my video clip and I'm going to drop it in here. It's not very big. It's underneath that 30-second window that I task it with. And it's uploaded. So let's just do this. Okay. So we've got our video uploaded. We have our prompt, and we're going to let Gemini do its thing. Okay, right off the bat, it's going to tell me what it thinks that I want to hear. Um, So I didn't ask it to be objective. It's just going to say, hey, this is great. I'm sure if I put a piece of garbage in here, it would probably also tell me that this is pretty great. So I could go back and have it give me an objective analysis of that. And so let's just go ahead and do that because honestly, I'm kind of curious. Okay. So I'm telling it point blank, give me a no BS objective opinion on this video as well. Okay. Ego is braced. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay. So based off this analysis, this is the answer that I was looking for. So I'm glad I went back and asked for the no BS analysis of this. And this is great. And so the critique, the why, the visuals are great. The video tells me who Skurla is, but not exactly what they do for a new customer who's never heard of them. This is important information for me to know. If someone doesn't know you do point of sale systems, they might just think you're a general tech company. The call to action, the logo at the end is clean, but there's no website. You're leaving up to the viewer to go find you. Okay. So, first of all, we are definitely going to do that. We're going to go back and edit that video, and we're going to see what we can do to squeeze in the why for Skurlas. So that's got to be important. Um, and so it's also giving me title options here, just to kind of go forward with the rest of this prompt. Um, some of the emotional hook, the authority hook, the short and punchy. So all these things are really great titles. So every bit of what you put into the YouTube video category, as far as like the titles and description, all these are very important for the algorithm and how you show up whenever somebody's searching. And also what gets people's attention and what doesn't get people's attention. So here's a description as well. I love that it's got emojis in here. It knows that I like emojis. In the past, I had to ask it for making sure it puts emojis in the descriptions that I'm looking for. It also knows that I want the hashtags, and so it's already given me that. So a lot of this stuff is due to customizations. But right here, it's given me everything that I want to know about YouTube instead of me just putting some random title into YouTube and maybe putting some really, really long-winded description that doesn't really um, mean or necessitate something to a viewer that's going to compel them to check in with us. The release time, this is pretty good. 10 a.m. Tuesday or Wednesday. They're mostly in the zone midweek. These are some pretty good things to consider. Instagram and TikTok. Since I made it vertical, which I know that format's really hot. This is really good. Um, here's some captions for it to be put in the Facebook community, pro tips for growth. These are all really essential things that I've been looking for. This prompt from Gemini does everything that I wanted to do. It's giving me all the resources and information that instead of actually creating the video for me, which I'm still a little bit wary of, it's telling me all the big brain things that I need to think about. So it lets me go back and focus really on making those adjustments, making that content shine, and it's polished and it's ready to go. But yeah, so from a blank slate of like, I need to create a video, Gemini AI has done a lot of the heavy lifting. It's been my kind of partner in giving me feedback as to what works, what doesn't work. So I hope this helps.